Man, the center I just drafted is a beast.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers. With that, let's get out to Raymond James Stadium. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together? They've got to find some inspiration somewhere that can lead them to a victory.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
Wow, 43 interceptions. Wow. By Cam
There
Newton.
are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person.
Todd, you're going to have to draft a new quarterback soon just because you are completely ruining Cam. You know that, right?
Running,
Yeah.
Newton on first down. Going right side here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And here's a look at the starting offense. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Keep feeding the big man down low.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing right, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Newton on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
Yeah.
Executed it to perfection. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now.
How come? Son of a bitch.
He's at the 50.
God.
And they will finally
Fumble.
he's down to the 40-yard line.
And an injury at the same time.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've
Perryman.
got that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get
God
back.
damn it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And Thomas has it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Yes. Just hit his shoulder.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
That's not what I needed.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Winston now. Hits his target, Ruben Randall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How the fuck did you miss that, Jeremy Lin?
The first carry now for Doug Martin. Down right around the 25.
Holding offense.
Yeah, but shit,
So
man, he's
oftentimes you see
wide open
defensive holding.
layup.
Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Now Winston. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Vernon Butler breaking
God,
through
Brandon Wright,
to
you
get
suck
him
ass.
for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points.
Well,
as the
Doug
real
just
estate
made my guy look like Clay
evaporated quickly
Matthews.
there.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third and long for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
50, 60-yard field goal he's about ready to make, killing me. That's gonna suck.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of
really not that bad of a downgrade.
The red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that.
They lose Pearman, and Des Bryant just jumped in that position.
And to come away with nothing,
but
it's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult.
Yeah, I have.
See if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Yep.
It's a nice completion.
Todd traded 2 first-round picks for Bryant, and then doesn't start him.
Tough to cover that route, the drag route,
because he's
because
not
they run it
fast.
at varying speeds. Because the key is to create
Well, that was your
hesitancy on the
dumbass fault for
defender's part.
fucking
So empathetic
spending
for
2
those
first-round
DBs,
picks
aren't
on him.
Shut up. I don't need your input.
Too bad, you get it. Yeah, he did.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be out.
No, Louis, that would make too much sense.
Just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes quarterbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Newton to throw.
Ah, fuck me. God damn it.
David. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I'll take that. Never mind.
So a pass interference here, and this is obviously
that was a saving grace.
But for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play
That was
defense
a
in some of these
pass
situations.
interference from defense.
Through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Here's Newton. Bryant with a catch right side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Son of God damn.
Back at the 21-yard
Wow.
line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that was just plain ugly.
If this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long, you know they trust him with the football.
On second down, here's Newton. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out.
I don't know what to do.
God, Buddy Field, you are
They
such
come
a
out
bust.
5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them.
Yeah, I'm going to miss a field goal.
And in this case, to the left, so I get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter. To those guys on defense, I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
They start the drive with Martin.
I'll be right back, guys.
Not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Coney Ely in on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They set up the screen to Martin, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 Short in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He was looking there for Reuben Randall, and it's 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense. Still second down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a second down throw for Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down, Winston. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the I. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense. Still first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Jameis again. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Still 3rd down.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Aguayo able to knock it through. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all. But you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses.
God,
we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
12 yards to go on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaq Thompson coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be about a... And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston now. Ebron with it over the middle.
How the fuck he catch that?
Pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa.
Good catch.
After this timeout.
Oh my god, my wife is so fucking dumb.
First down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver.
How's your game going, Pop?
They have that kind of
I'm up by 4, but I'm about ready to go down by 3.
Targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in
Wait, what?
Winston, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again, it's Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Third and long for Winston. Finding time. Goes underneath to Martin. They showed off a nice juke. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
God.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on it.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, the spin. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Jameis on second down. It's caught by Randall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will find his man on the outside. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down. 5 defensive backs.
God damn.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take in the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, Speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the
missing
offense as they
Perryman.
work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they do, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Coons now here to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he shifts past him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? They run again on first down. Martin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Martin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, Winston.
God.
Has it left side. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston.
God damn it.
Surveying the field. Pressure, they got him again. Charles Johnson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier.
Yeah, of course. Fun news again.
I can tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Another pistol look here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Benjamin's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Newton. That's caught at the 3. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the plane. Well, I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But
over by 5 yards.
It is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
Really?
The ruling on the field is reversed.
Oh,
come on.
On this drive.
You really gotta be kidding me.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his
not
efforts.
trailing.
He's playing really well. And
Are you
I love
smoking
his long
crack?
speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone. And smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Jameis now on 1st down. They
Saw
set
you.
up the screen to Martin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there.
Hate that fucking
and the
screen.
Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Going right side here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Winston. Ebron with it over the middle. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. First down, Winston. And Thomas has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw again. Winston. And this is Randall here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got time. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ruben Randall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Winston to throw for it. He's got time in the pocket. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down.
Good, he's injured.
So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Oh, Jameis Winston still down. Must have been shaken up there on the last play. Let's hope he's okay. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's
God
complete.
damn it.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it up.
God
right?
damn it.
The ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Fuck.
And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. One receiver to the left is Evans. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Davis now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, you...
He's got Evans. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them. I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there.
Damn it.
Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't
Can't get a break.
Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And the Panthers coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Newton on first down. Trying to lay one up deep.
Nope.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, rep.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so we've got 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Let's go! 3-19!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays. And that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy. Otherwise, he may set some records.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. One man in the backfield, that's Martin. He'll get the football here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and wind some clock down with Martin. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. So this is the 2nd consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
I just need a field goal position. I just need to get in the field goal position.
It's been full of twists and turns. Here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So 1 big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yards. yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds
Come
now.
on, Dez.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.